Shalom, Mubaraka, Mishpaka, peace and blessings, family. Before we dive deep into the water, let's first establish what is water. In the Hebrew sense, we have the word mayim or mayam. What does it mean? We have the mem, which means chaos, which means mighty, but it also means harmony and balance. How do we know that? Because in words like arrange, array, in words like peace, in words like agree, in words like equal, equity, right? These words all have the mem. So it doesn't just mean chaos. It also means, on the flip side, harmony, balance, right? Because in the Hebrew word for balance also has the mem. So, okay, when we look into the yad, which is the center of the word, we have basically an indication of a verb of some sort: to work, an activity, motion, some type of movement, right? Action, to do something. It also means the hand, like your hand. It also means a hand, right? Because you use your hands to do almost everything that you do. And then again, we have another mem, which represents chaos, might, and harmony. So what is this indicating? This is indicating, one example is chaos does harmony. Now, what does that mean? That means that out of the chaos comes harmony. It means out of the mighty waters comes blessings. Now, we can see it in the real world with water. Water can either save your life or end your life, right? Let me tell you what water is. Water is the liquid form of Yah's spirit. Before there was anything in existence that we see today, before Yah began to create the heaven and earth, all that was there is a plasmic form of Yah's spirit, which was free to move anywhere that it wants. It had consciousness, had thoughts, it had ideas. And then there was the liquid form of Yah's energy, which we call the Mayim, which we call the great waters, which we call the great deep, which had memory, which had wisdom, which also had consciousness. So water, especially living water, is a aspect of Yah. All things in existence are an aspect of Yah, because Yah's energy resides in literally every single thing in existence. That's another story, though. We're going to get into that in the future. However, water is the primordial physical material. Before there was any other physical material, there was water. Intensely mineralized water was the first physical thing to ever exist. Water is the liquid form of Yah. This is why Yah is called the fountain of living waters. That is what one of Yah's titles are, the fountain of the living waters. In the book of Jeremiah, it states it twice, that Yah is the fountain of living waters. So we're going to be going deep into water, how you can use this substance to change your life. So how does chaos do harmony? How does the might activate harmony? All right, how does this happen? Well, it's simply because in the beginning there was water and it was darkness, and you just had these material. Before the waters came together to form the great deep, there was just big blobs of liquid floating in the immense darkness. And they eventually came together and formed the great deep, the great void. This water retained all the memory and all the information that it gained throughout the trillions of eons of existence. The higher level spirit, the higher level energy that dwelt above it became later what we would now know as Yah, or the Almighty, the Most High. That spirit that moved over the waters was also a part of the waters. However, because the spirit and the waters are two different densities, right? They are not connected, but they are one. They are both the same thing. The waters is just the lower vibrational aspect of Yah, the feminine aspect of Yah, while the spirit is the masculine aspect of Yah. We have both in our bodies right now. Every living thing in existence, guess what? If you take out the spirit, if you take out that electricity, guess what? It's dying. It's going to drop dead. If you take out the water out of any living organism on this earth, if you drain 100% of the water out, it's dying. It's dead. Right? So nothing can live without spirit and nothing can live without water. Both are Yah. I want you to understand this. The water is just a lower frequency version of Yah, the physical, material, liquid form of Yah, while his spirit is the higher vibrational plasma aspect of Yah. Once you will understand this, everything will come to you in life. Once you understand that all are aspects of Yah, even the solid things, even you, me, and the trees and the birds and everything in existence are small aspects of Yah. Because if there was nothing in existence except for Yah, and Yah created everything, then he would have to create everything out of his own essence, which means everything is made out of him. There's only one type of energy in all the universe, the same energy that's in my cells, or is the same energy inside the sun, the same energy inside the trees, the same energy inside of a rock. What is that energy? Protons, neutrons, and electrons spinning in a continuous ball that form the gravitational pull. They're attracted to each other, right? So with that being said, we are all made of the same substance. We are all Yah. We are just small aspects of him with our own unique minds and our own unique bodies. So how did the water create harmony? The higher vibrational consciousness that hovered over this water, because it was less dense than this water, used this water to create everything that we see. You can see it in Genesis. Go back and read Genesis. First thing that happened is it says the Spirit of God moved over the waters. So y'all learned how to use the lower aspect of himself to create everything in existence. So everything y'all wanted to create, first thing he told the water, he said, Yahi Aur, or let there be light. Yahi Rakia, let there be a firmament. He said, Yahi Arats, let there be dry ground out of you, right? Because this water was extremely mineral dense, and that's a part of the reason why it was so good at manifesting. And we're going to get into all this stuff, man. It's going to be really deep. This information I'm going to give you is very, very deep, and it's going to correlate between everything in your life. You guys, in 50 years from now, when you're old and gray, you're going to come up to me one day and say, you know what? I thank you for giving me this information. This is going to change your life. Anyway, so he spoke to the waters, and the waters vibrated. And through the frequency of the vibration, created everything that we see. To this day, that water that he spoke to is called the Shamayim, which means, Shama means to listen or to hear. Ma'im means water. So the Shamayim means listening waters. That is the water that listened to Yah when Yah commanded. If you read Genesis chapter 1, it's a whole conversation between the masculine and the feminine aspect of Yah. It's a conversation between a husband and a wife who are one flesh, who gave birth to everything in existence that we see, hear, touch, smell, and taste. So that water was just a whole bunch of basically just atoms, not just H2O. It had the entire periodic table. The entire periodic table was inside of this substance. So that's how he was able to use this substance to create everything in existence. So he was able to use this substance to create the dry land. He said, let all the dry land be gathered out of the water. So the dry land didn't just magically appear. It was already diluted in the water, but in just little particles floating around. When they came together, they materialized into the dry ground that we see. So it was all chaotic, just atoms just condensed together in this weird soup that we call the great void, that we call the great waters, the tohu and the bohu, the darkness, the deep. It had a much dense viscosity than drinking water would have today. So he took that chaotic substance that floated throughout the immense darkness of the universe, and he said to this substance, let there be light. There was light. He was able to see the substance. Then he said, let there be an opening in the substance. And the substance opened and separated the waters from above and the waters from beneath. And then he said, let there be dry ground. He made the dry ground. So what did he do when he did all this stuff? He took that chaos, everything just everywhere, right? All the atoms and the protons, neutrons, electrons, just everywhere flying throughout the immense deep of the universe. And he gathered it and ordered it and arranged it in set patterns. So what did he do? He harmonized that chaos. But what did he use to harmonize the chaos? Water. He used water to harmonize the chaos. And I'm going to explain how you can use water to harmonize the chaos in your life. Again, you guys are going to thank me for this Kohanology chapter. And at the end of the day, you're going to thank me for all the Kohanology. You're going to see how if you apply these things, you will be unstoppable. The things that are going to be taught. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be unstoppable, guys. So with that being said, guys, Shalom Ubraka, Mishpaka. Just wait. A lot of information on the water stuff is coming very soon.